The story is about a young apatosaurus that lives on a farm named Arlo.
He's a dinosaur who he's throughout the movie you kind of get to know him a little bit better from his father's point. He was shy at the beginning and kind of scared of everything. And I mean everything. Noises. He's one of those kids that just turns when you hear a sound. So or dinosaur in this case. But yeah, so Arlo is a scared cat, but he grows into be more of a mature kid.
The Good Dinosaur is about overcoming your fears. It's a coming-of-age story where a boy becomes a man, but it's become about finding how to do that. We've talked a lot about that there's no real way to kind of conquer your fears, but there is a way to kind of get through it and find out what you're made of.
Pete Sohn, the director of The Good Dinosaur, is one of the most unique talents that I've ever seen and we've ever seen at this studio.
He is one of the coolest guys and nicest guys you'll ever meet. And for me, like I said, I've seen pretty much every Pixar movie. And Monsters University, I didn't know this, but he was Squishy in the movie. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. I was like, I want to be like you, man. And yeah, but it's awesome working with him because when he helps me in the lines, he tries to help me as much as he can. So like if he's like, I need you to laugh, he's not like, hey, I need you to laugh. He's like, I need you to laugh, and I need you to do it like this. And he gives me kind of an instance of a reference of what to do. So he's kind of, and he's a really nice guy that you can just really talk to. And he's not like that, oh, that's my director right there. I have to be really like professional around him. He's really like just a down-to-earth guy and he's really calm and he's really cool and he doesn't get angry and he's always like, do you need breaks? He's the guy like, hey, do you need a 5-minute break to rest your voice? And he cares about who he's working with. And that's what I love the most about him and his awesomeness.
All right, you cluckers. I hope you have strong stomachs, because you're about to get fed. He hid. Over there, by that big rock. I'm gonna get you! We really need you on the farm, Spot. You can help me with my chores, and we'll all be able to survive through the winter. Then come springtime, you can help us with the harvest. It'll be your farm too now, and we'll all look after it together.
I play a character named Butch. He's a T-Rex. All the T-Rexes in this thing apparently are the ranchers, the cowboys, and all of the herbivores are the farmers. But Butch is, I think he's a man of few words. He's used to people taking him at his word.
Nash, get out of your sister's bubble. Nash, get out of your sister's bubble.
Listen, kid, you can't get rid of fear. It's like Mother Nature. You can't beat her or run out on her. But you can get through it. You can find out what you're made of. It's not only about the men, and it's not only about the kids in this film, it's about the landscape. It's about the journey. It's about the landscape in which the journey is set. And I've always looked at the landscape in my Western films as being an equal character as to the human form. And the same in this as well. And it's really kind of man's journey and man's battle with himself, man's battle with nature, and it's pretty clear cut.
My character is Poppa Henry, who's, the patriarch, father of the family, and Arlo is one of his 3 kids, but the one that he spends most time on because he's a little bit more challenged than some of the other kids. He's got to overcome his reservations, his fears, and so Poppa really takes a great deal of time and concern with him. And so the relationship is about the challenges of fatherhood, of challenges of parenting, And you know, those steps that we take to nurture our children when they need it, and just about, you know, that bond of love between father and son. That's really what you know, what it's all about at its core. The simple things, you know, love, family, responsibility, and all those things.
Hold on. It's not that easy. You gotta earn your mark by doing something big for something bigger than yourself. Someday you'll all make your mark, and I can't wait to see it. Sometimes you gotta get through your fear to see the beauty on the other side. I knew you had it in you. You're me and more. Now go take care of that critter.
Hey, we'll get you to that watering hole. We'll get you to that watering hole. Roar! I play Nash. Nash is kind of this big, dumb T-Rex. He's got a heart of gold. He's very aloof and likes to tell tall tales, especially by the campfire. Plays the harmonica. My dad is Sam Elliott. My sister is played by Anna Paquin. And yeah, we're just sort of these like cowboys on the range. I'm horrible at herding cattle. I always lose them, and you know, I'll probably see like a butterfly or something, get distracted, which is a lot like me. I always lose everything. That's nothing. Look at this. I run into 15 outlaw stegos. They were all bigger than me and meaner than me. Fought 'em off, of course. I was winning too. Then one of them gets his dang spiky tail stuck in my foot and pulls. Still can't feel my toes.
My character's name is Ramsey, and she is a tough, feisty, sort of cowgirl T-Rex who's very I guess not aggressive, but very sort of confident and bold and loud and kind of one of the boys. And she can very much hold her own with her dad and her brother.
I hate those kind. Lion sons of crawdads picking on a kid.
Yeah, good. And you're even more disgusted. That was great.
Well, ain't you just the cutest thing? Nash! Boundaries. This is my personal bubble. Nash! Boundaries. This is my personal bubble. Nash! Boundaries. This is my personal bubble. He just wants you to get on that rock and scream. He just wants you to get on that rock and scream.
Good. And then one more, slow it down.
He just wants you to get on that rock and scream.
Good.
I love that story.
Excellent.
I love that story.
Excellent. That's the one.
Did you just put your mark higher than mine? The ankle? I got an angle for you. The angle, huh? I've got an angle for you. That is how you clear a field. Attaboy, Buck! You earned your mark, sweetheart. You earned your mark, sweetheart. If we don't get this harvest in before the first snow, we won't have enough food for winter.
You think Papa's gonna let you make your mark when you can't even feed some scrawny cluckers? Having to do all the chores you screw up. Face it, Arlo, you got no guts.
Take that back.
Can't take back the truth, coward. Walk, walk, walk. Oh, you should have seen your face. Man, that was priceless. You were.
Field. Okay. And then so that goes into. Good job, Libby. Buck, get back to your chores.
But see, Buck is he's a character. He's the most like Poppa, out of all of his siblings, and he's definitely the biggest. He came out of the egg fighting, so he's definitely an awesome character to play. He's super strong, and he's trying to get Arlo to become like him. So it's definitely an interesting dynamic between the two.
I can't wait for audiences to see this. You know, when I make these films at Pixar, I'm always jealous of audiences who've never seen the film because I want to see it for the first time. And I love watching audiences watch our movies for the first time. The Good Dinosaur, number one, is really fun and really funny. But the humor is so original. You've never seen humor like this. And the humor comes from these great characters that have been created. They're so funny. The Good Dinosaur is so beautiful, too. I mean, this is like one of the most beautiful films ever made, much less animation, much less a Pixar film.